Hey there! Today I'm going to be updating my channel art, so let's get into the video. So the first thing I really wanted to do was update my emotes, because they're kind of ugly. I don't think they look very good, and their eyes look really weird, and I definitely knew that I could do better. So I just starting off with my happy open mouth face. I tried to do my glasses this time. I didn't do it in the first one because I didn't feel like it, but I thought it would be more accurate if I added my glasses. And I really wanted to change the eyes because the eyes were really ugly. I hate the eyes in the old one. And I also wanted it to represent my more current style and look. I think this one looks a little more like me. My hair is very different. When I did this was like right before I got a haircut, and to be fair, I probably should have waited for that so I knew what my hair looked like, but I don't care. I'm not changing it. I don't feel like it. So I really wanted to make the eyes look shiny. I don't think I really succeeded. I'm not good at that. I really want to get that, be better at making eyes look more detailed. For shading, I just did simple cell shading, and that was pretty much it. I kept the same colors. I wanted to keep them very bright though. The other one looked kind of dull, so I wanted to use bright colors and simpler shapes, because I think the old one I tried to make it look like more realistic, and that just made it look bad. And yeah, I don't have much to talk about for this one. I like how they turned out. I think they look way better. Going on to the next one, which is talking, but like talking. For this was like really quick and easy. It was really fun to just I copied and pasted it and changed it to what I wanted. For the closing eyes, I do not like how this turned out. I think the eyes closed still look kind of funny, but they look better than they did before. Most definitely. This was the hardest because I had to recolor everything because everything was on one layer, but I think I do like it, but I still think the eyes look very weird. But yeah. Okay, I also decided that I wanted to add more than just the one I had. I thought of the classic anime character pushing their glasses up thing, and I really wanted to do that. So I attempted that, but I couldn't copy and paste it because what I wanted to do was a little more different, a lot more different than the original, so I changed it up a whole lot, and I really like how this one turned out. I think it looks really good. I think it's maybe not my favorite. This is when it kicked me out of the thing. Maybe I should edit this so I have stuff to talk about. How are you guys' days doing? I hope you're doing well. My brush was acting all weird while doing this. I kept getting thick when I didn't want it to get thick, and like thin when I didn't want it to get thin. So I was like struggling. You can see me like redrawing everything because it wouldn't get the thickness I wanted. I don't know, occasionally it does that for me, and I don't know why. But yeah. So after coloring that, the next one I decided to tackle was the very happy face. What is this face? I don't know. And I want to say I really, really hate this face and the original one, and I really wanted to make this better because I don't think it looks good. And so I was really trying to make it look good. I think I tried a little bit harder on this one. I think this one took a little bit longer than the other ones. The hands, I wanted to try to make the hands look better, which I struggled with because I do not like drawing hands. But I didn't want to do just the like blob hands. I think that was like very lazy of me, and I think even though they're more simplified characters, I wanted to make it look good and still have details in them. And I think the hands, they still may look a little funny, but I like them still. And I really wanted to make the eyes look shiny, but again, I'm not good at that. So I don't know if they ended up looking real good, but whatever. This is thinking. That noise, I don't know. This was pretty easy. Just like all the other ones, I copied and pasted and did the hand. And I also made the eyes looking to the side. I like how the mouth turned out on this one. That's a weird thing to like, but I do like it. I think it's an interesting shape. I think it ended up looking good. And simple coloring, just copy and paste. Had to redo the eyes though, but that's fine. It wasn't too hard. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing these. I think it was fun. I think they look more like me than the original one did. I think the original one looked really weird and alien-y. And I think even though I have a very different haircut, I still like them. This is the the I don't know this I don't know face. This one, same process. I lifted the shoulders up so it like looks like I was kind of shrugging. I wanted to make the faces more expressive, if that makes sense. I wanted them to feel more like dynamic, even though they were just simple like bust shots. I wanted them to feel like more interesting than the originals, and I think they did. And I even like the question marks better than I did in the original. This is the waving one. I think I really wanted to change this one up, and especially make it so that my arm doesn't look dislocated from its shoulder, because the original one looks very much like that. And I think I did a pretty good job. I think it looks better. I'm glad it does. I think I've gotten a little bit better at anatomy. And I also changed the hand up. I really liked how the hand turned out. I think it turned out a lot better than the original one. And the face, I really like the face on this one. I think this is my favorite face that I did on this one. I think it just turned out cute. Even though it's not that different from the other ones, I don't know. It shows off my personality, I think. I don't know. I really enjoyed doing this one. I think this one was the one I enjoyed the most. That and the like surprise, like happy face. Moving on from emotes to profile picture. My original profile picture, the one that I have now, isn't even a picture of me. It is a random picture that I did that I liked and just decided to put in. So it kind of looks like me, but it also doesn't. I wanted this to look like me. I did try to do this before and did do this before and was going to make it a profile picture, but I decided I didn't really like it. And it's nothing to do with the picture. I think it's an okay picture. I don't know if I don't like it because I don't think the picture is good enough, or I just don't like it because it looks like me. I don't know. And I also had trouble with this one. I think the end result is okay, but I also don't think it looks that great. And I don't know if it's because I don't like the picture or I just don't like the way I look. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know. I'm okay. Don't worry about me. It was very hard, especially the eyes. I kept feeling like the eyes were like very wonky, and And everything else was looking fine, but then the eyes were like, what is wrong with the eyes? Why do the eyes look not good to me? I like how everything else was, even the end result, I don't like the eyes. I like the nose, I like how I did the nose and everything else, but everything else is good except the eyes. But in the end, I do think I was able to get them to a point where I like them. I have so much footage of me like redoing sketches because I didn't know why I didn't like the drawing, and maybe I should have just restarted completely and tried a whole different concept, but I didn't. I pushed through, and the end result is, like I said, okay, but maybe in the future I'll decide to tackle this again and redo it, but right now I'm totally fine with the result. I think it's perfectly fine. Good enough. That's my motto. Good enough. I have so much footage of this. So much footage of me redoing the eyes because I hated them so much. I didn't know what to do. This took me like multiple days. Like I would stop it, I would draw some, and then I would give up, and then I would come back to it, and then I would give up, and eventually I got to a point where I liked it. I think this was the end where I did it, and in the end I didn't even like the hair. I had to redo the hair multiple times because oh my gosh, there was so much wrong with this photo. But this is this final sketch that I went through, and even then I think I like liquefied it multiple times even after, even though I started doing the line art. I don't know, maybe it was because I was trying to make it look so much like me, because I wanted it to look like me, that I was perfectionist over it, and because of that I was also changing my style. I don't know, but I'm not entirely happy with this drawing, but I honestly don't care enough to change it. So, if you like it, that's good. I'm happy with it enough that I'm okay with it being my profile picture. Also, I tried to give the character a very square jaw because I have a very square jaw, so I think that turned out well. The hair, I also don't like the hair. I think at the beginning I was okay with the hair, but by the end I was like focused on the eyes so much that I didn't notice how I didn't really care for the hair, so it was very difficult for me to do the line art for the hair. See, look at that. It looks so funny. I don't think it ended up looking that great until, I think it ended up looking, look at me. I forgot about this. Back to sketching, because the drawing is awful. It's not awful. It's okay. I think it's didn't get out of its ugly phase until coloring. I think coloring kind of saved it. I think the reason I like this drawing so much is because I think the coloring turned out well. Other than that, this was a very awful process. Coloring, I used the same exact colors I used for the characters, the emotes that I did, and there we have it. I chose for the background a yellow color because I like yellow and I like purple, and I like yellow and purple together, and since I made the shirt purple, I made it that way. I made the shading a lot more complicated than in the emotes because I thought I wanted it to be more bold, so I added a mixture of like soft shadings and shell shadings, and I very much enjoyed it. I love shading so much. I've recently started adding like blue shading like in the darkest parts of the shadows because I've seen like other artists do that and I really like how that looks. I loved adding the highlights. It was so much fun. This is my favorite part of the process. Did not enjoy watching that struggle with, what's it called? sketching. Can you tell I don't script my videos? I'm just rambling. Just tell me to stop, honestly. The eyes turned out pretty well. I think they look very, very blue. I don't know. I don't know how I did that, but they ended up looking really great. The hair, I think I gave up by this time. I gave up, and the hair got a simple shadow, a simple highlight, because I honestly did not care that much to do it. And voila, there we have it. Off camera, I did my, Off camera, I did my banner for the channel, and I did this simple little galaxy thing. Anyway, these are all the drawings that I did in this video. I really like how they turned out. I think they turned out very extraordinary, if I do say so myself. And this is the end of the video, so see ya!